They're keeping the pace nice and high. A lot of confusion now starting to appear at the front end of the line there for Columbia HTC, because other teams are getting themselves involved in the organisation. It's still 10 seconds. It's Jussi Vaikkonen of Finland who's doing the pacemaking. Following him is Fumiyuki Beppu of Japan and Skill Shimano, but he takes over the pacemaking now, just trying to survive off the front end of this chasing pack.
These three boys, for the thick end of 7 laps of the Champs-ElySees, have given it their all now. Is the firepower still there from Columbia HTC? They've got to close it down so they can reorganise for the sprint. On the left now, there's the move by Garmin Slipstream coming through, and there's also the move from the French Bouygues Telecom team for William Bonnet.
Well, there's a move there. This is what they had to do. You can see the acceleration coming over there. That looks like a move by David Miller.
This is interesting because Garmin Slipstream have tried for 3 weeks how to outwit Mark Cavendish. Everything they've tried has failed, and now they're trying to do something different.
Well, this is a move now from Case Depania. They're thinking about their sprinter, of course, Phil, and that is the Mano Rojas, who has been very rapid. The race is really starting to wear out. They've just... They're in the main field,
it's all over. Their counter-attacks, in fact, from Garmin Slipstream as they try to reposition, has swept the leaders away. So, with half a lap left of the Tour de France on the streets of the centre of Paris, the scene is now set for victory number 6 for Mark Cavendish.
Well, it looks as if Kim Kirken has slipped away from the front end of the pack there, Phil. He did a violent turn as it's Bernard Eisel who leads them round. Franco Pellizotti in the King of the Mountains jersey has moved himself up into 3rd place. He's getting involved, quite possibly in a lead-out for his man, Daniele Bernati.
Well, it's a line astern and a queue up at the top in the shadow of the arc, but now they're going down. Now they're at full stretch as they go down here at 80 kilometres an hour, 50 miles an hour, as they race down past the finishing straight. A reshuffling of the pack here, but there's a lot of confusion now. They're all looking for Mark Cavendish's back wheel. That's Mark Cavendish. The green jersey is there of Thor Hushovd. He won't let him out of his sight.
Yeah, coming up alongside him as well is Heinrich Hausler. He may well be the lead-out man for Thor Hushovd. The calmness now has to be on the shoulders of Mark Cavendish. He has to have confidence in his men. The man riding straight in front of him is Mark Renshaw, and this man is just waiting to get to the finishing line, because this is going to be the crowning glory for the yellow jersey who's sitting at the back end of the main field.
And I don't blame him.
I don't blame him.
Because it's getting a bit hot at the front end, but all he has to do now is finish the Tour de France. The rules are, in the last 3 kilometres, you cannot lose time, so he's won the Tour de France now. Alberto Contador will ride home as victor. No surprises there. But who's going to ride home as the stage winner? Everybody wants the wheel of the fastest man in the world, Mark Cavendish, and they'll start bumping shoulders to get it.
Well, there's a little bit of confusion. There's the train of Team Garmin, Phil, over in the middle of the road, and now they are trying to take control of the front end of this main field to get their sprinter Tyler Farrar up in front of Mark Cavendish. Cavendish's lead-out train has now become slightly confused with a big move here coming from Christian van der Velde.
Well, that's the way to ride it. It is no good allowing HTC and Mark Cavendish to lead to the line. You've got to get in amongst it and break it up and do it for yourself. And for once, Garmin has got it right.
Well, I can see that David Miller was shouting at Christian van der Velde to give it his all, to keep going as long as he could. Van der Velde is a track rider in his past. He knows how to ride very quickly over a couple of kilometres. So too does David Miller. And right in the line of that man is, in fact, a little bit further back was Julian Dean and then Tyler Farrar. This is the only way that they can go, I think, if they want to try and beat Mark Cavendish. Cavendish still had with him, though, George Hincapie and Mark Renshaw.
Tyler Farrar is without doubt one of the fastest sprinters in the world as well. He has beaten Mark Cavendish this year. He's on this team here, and it is their job now to reposition Tyler Farrar. There's a little bit of panic amongst HTC at the moment because Cavendish is having to take the full broadside of the other riders around him.
They've got the organisation. Van der Velde did a massive turn there of about 1.5 kilometres. There's Farrar on the wheel of Julian Dean. Dean is his lead-out man. Now it's up to David Miller on the front, and he knows how to turn this, but he's got to keep it going for at least 1.5 kilometres at this kind of speed to stop his sprinter from getting swamped.
They need David Miller and his famous long turns now, because they've got to the front maybe just a shade too early with only 3 riders, and because the other one is fading fast now. Two riders to take Tyler Farrar to the line. They might run out of steam here, but Miller's gone into the tunnel. He's going to come out in the daylight at the sharp end of the Tour de France.
But there were still three riders from Columbia HTC locked in a line. Hincapie, Renshaw and Mark Cavendish. Who's going to come out of the tunnel in first place? It's still Garmin Slipstream in the front row, but in the second row, it's the riders from Columbia HTC. And right at the back of that line, again, the man in the green jersey, Thor Hushovd.
Well, for once, they are giving Mark Cavendish a run for his money. They've got the tactics right, there's no doubt. Robin McEwen, who sadly isn't in the race this year, said, guys, if you don't break up the teamwork of Columbia, you'll never win. Here comes the counter-attack at 1 kilometre to go, and Hincapie has swung the line across to the other side. They've realised it. Julian Dean has taken Farrar in there, and alongside him is the green jersey.
Second position is Mark Renshaw. Third position, Cavendish. Renshaw looking over his shoulder to see where Cavendish is. Hincapie has the power to take them right into the final bend, and that's what he's going to do. He wants to make sure that Cavendish doesn't get swamped, but there's another move. There's a challenge coming back there from Garmin Slipstream over on the inside.
Well, as they turn now to line up for the finish, look at the speed of the riders over the road. It was a very tight corner that. As they line up, they can see the finish now. This is Mark Renshaw, the fastest lead-out man in the business, and there's the missile. He's locked onto his wheel now. This is going to be a formality. Win number 6 for Mark Cavendish. There's nobody can match the speed of this amazing kid. He has got the victory, and no British cyclist has ever been remotely close to winning 6 stages of the Tour de France. What an incredible result.
I tell you what, Phil, I don't think we need a photo for that one, because there was nobody else in the photo. That was almost a last-minute solo attack.
And as he wins, of course, in the field is Alberto Contador in yellow. He's safe, and the result will be as it was this morning. Contador will win, Lance Armstrong will finish in second, and Bradley Wiggins will finish the Tour de France in 4th place. But no doubt about the winner, it's Mark Cavendish, and he has done it for sure.
Just say thank you very much as well, though, to Mark Renshaw. Renshaw had no fear at all going round that corner as he accelerates and opened up the gap on everybody else in the main field there and allowed his man to go to the finish, and he never even looked back, this kid from the Isle of Man. What an incredible victory, and I've got a feeling that Mark Renshaw, Phil, held on to get himself second place.
But they just get easier and easier. I am not surprised that Mark Cavendish salutes the man there putting his arms in the air, because that is Mark Renshaw, the best lead-out man in the business. He could win stages for himself, of course he could. That's the one he wanted, but let's not forget who's won the Tour de France here, and that is Alberto Contador, ahead of Andy Schleck and Lance Armstrong and Bradley Wiggins. What a great finish.
Phenomenal finish there, very dramatic lead out, but Alberto Contador now can breathe a sigh of relief. So too can the man who finishes second, Andy Schleck, and of course Lance Armstrong is going to climb onto the podium in a few moments, Phil, with his own teammate.
Time to be ushered away behind the protocol podium here to get ready with a new yellow jersey. There is the camera now catching the two-arm salute of Alberto Contador, who wins the Tour de France by a big margin of 4 minutes and 11 seconds. I'm just looking for Lance Armstrong, but he's safely in this field, of course. He will go home in 3rd place, and Andy Schleck from Luxembourg has taken 2nd. Christophe Lemaivel, top Frenchman there in the overall classification. It's been a good tour for AG2R as well, because they led the tour for 8 days with Rinaldo Nocentini.
No, it's been a phenomenal tour, but it has to be a great tour for Columbia HTC. 6 stage victories going to one single rider there, and that, Phil, was a great lead out by their men. So we're now looking down on the top here of the Eiffel Tower. It really was a remarkable finish there by Mark Cavendish. He did exactly what he had to do, and just watch how his lead-out man goes around that corner. This is Mark Renshaw. Somebody was saying to me, well, the Australians have not done very much in the Tour de France this year. Well, this man has. He's led out Mark Renshaw, he's led out Mark Cavendish to 6 stage victories. Admittedly, he wasn't in the stage victory into Aubenas, but he is definitely the best lead-out man in the business, and I reckon Thor Hushovd is probably pretty sad that he doesn't have him anymore.
Well done to Mark Cavendish, now as winning his 6th stage of this year's Tour de France.
But what an emphatic